Hello, my beautiful budgeting friends. Happy day 2 of Vlogmas and the exciting stuff. We're going to be doing a debt update video today. Excited to show you guys what's going on. So I already have this filled out with the numbers. We're going to do this together. How are you guys doing? Anyone else really feeling excited? I don't know why. I talked about this yesterday in my first Vlogmas video. I'm feeling the momentum of like getting stuff paid down. And I'm not gonna lie, I told myself once I paid off, if you were here last month, I'll actually pull the numbers over. Last month, Target was down, our Target was at $470.98, and I told you guys I'm probably gonna be able to pay this off. I paid off the Surge credit card at the beginning of last month. And I was like, I'm going to be able to get this paid off by the December payment date, which my minimum for this card is due on the 5th. And it is currently December 2nd. And as of this morning, I did wait to film this video. I was going to film it yesterday. That way I could have it ready for you guys. But I'll show you guys. I was waiting to get paid from my pet sitting job that I did for Thanksgiving week, and the check just like fully deposited this morning, so I was able to make the last payment. But you'll see as of yesterday, hold on, where is my black pen? I'll use this one. Okay, so as of yesterday, the 1st of December, the Target credit card was $72.57. And we are going to highlight it like we did this last month once I finish this up. I did pay it off this morning. It's obviously still processing because I just put in the payment. So it should clear in the next day or two. So I feel really good about that. I have been hustling a lot more because like I try to tell myself, okay, yeah, make an extra payment if I can. I get so focused on debt where I'm like, oh no, we're paying this off. And I've started doing that again for a new debt, which we will get into that as well. But let's get these debt totals written out. So for the city credit card, it was hello? You know when like the pen like writes and then it doesn't put ink on something? I'm like, what are you doing? $2,855.52. My Verizon credit card is $1,297.01. Discover is $8,952.08. My American Express $3,993.25. My Fifth Third credit card was at $2,551.15. The Chase credit card was $9,473.13. And last but not least, Apple was $3,755.38. So for our credit card debt as of the 1st, the total is $32,950.08. Okay, so now we move to our loan column. Student loan, CRI. This just got transferred to a new, I hadn't known that for honestly, like since I've had the student loan debts, oh my gosh, probably like, when did I go back to school? I think like 2015, 2016 maybe. I've had the same so pretty much like almost a decade. I've had it under Nelnet, and then it just got transferred to CRI like 2 or 3 months ago. And I just made my first payment today on the 2nd because that was my first minimum payment coming back, but that was obviously before this. So our total starting before we started paying my student loans back is $11,975.27. And this is broken up into 4 different loan groups. So I know I talked about this last time, but I think I'm going to break it down like starting next month in January. We're going to break it down. So it's going to be student loan. I'm going to break it down into like the 4 groups of what those actually are. Because as we start paying things down, student loans is going to be on the lower list of like priority. Same thing with this Chase card because it's closed. So the my APR is lower on this card than a traditional card because it's closed and I'm just paying it back. And then and the reason I got closed, if you haven't been around, I took a like hardship plan for a lot of my cards when I was struggling through the summer, and Chase offered me one, but I had to close the account in order to get it. So that's going to be lower on the list too. Even though it's high, the APR is low. Same thing with my student loans. They're not crazy, but we're going to do a video because I'm doing Vlogmas this month. We'll do a video with, I think, breaking it down each of the loan. I think it's like, what is it, like A, B, C, D, or it's like AA, I don't know, A, B, I don't know. It used to be like that on Nelnet, but so I'll do that. But I did make my first payment, coming back to paying that this month. So we're getting there. And then this is another one you're going to see progress on. Net credit, it is $805.30. So if you didn't watch last month's video, even if you did, a little quick refresher. This is why I pull this out before I do this. Net credit last month was $1,316.14. I think I only had, this one's a little, like, it just depends on the month of how many times I have to pick. Because, like, for instance, this month I have 3 payments. I have a payment the 1st, the 15th, and the 31st this month. But in November, I only had a payment due on the 14th. So it's like the way the weeks line up. So I had 1 payment, and then if you watched last video, I did mention it. My papa did pass a few months ago. And so with his passing, everything's been getting settled in the last few weeks. And I did receive $500 from that. And I immediately put it towards this net credit loan to knock it down because this is the highest APR thing I have going on. And I knew I was going to be paying off my Target credit card. So I'm like, let me full send it to this because that is like, I think it's like 64. It's crazy. Like, it is wild. It was, I don't suggest it unless you are in a pickle like I was. And that's why, if you've wondered about loan 3, like why it was so high, it's because I took all of these smaller, like basically payday loans, and I had to get a bigger loan because it was eating through my money and I was making no progress. And then this was the only one I couldn't consolidate into that. But I was like, we're going to knock this out. So I put the entire $500 I received from my papa's passing towards this. And honestly, you guys, the progress I'm already going to make on this loan is going to be wild. Like, I made that $500 payment, and I'll break it down in another video this month, but it like gives me once you make a payment, it'll, especially an extra payment, it'll update like when your last payment is. So like right now it says like, I think May of 2026 is my last payment, but like I said, I have 3 payments this month for this, and I already have some extra money, which we'll go over that in another video, probably this week, breaking it down, because that is going to be what our new focus is, because this is going to be paid off. So this is our new focus of when I'm paying extra money towards debt, it's going to this loan. And so if you watched yesterday's video, you already know, but if you haven't, if you're here watching this, especially now, because we're closer to the end, definitely give this video a like. For every like on each video for the week it comes out. Like for instance, this week is the 1st through the 7th. So Monday morning on the 8th, I'm going to go through, I'm going to see how many likes are in each video, and I'm going to add it up. Every like is $1, and I'm going to put it towards either a debt payment, or we're going to be putting it towards a 100 envelope savings challenge, like stuffing. And I explained a little bit how I'm going to do that like decide how in yesterday's video. And if not, I'll have a video breaking that down early next week, showing you guys how many likes we got, what money we're putting towards what. I'm very excited because I don't know how much we're going to be putting towards this, but it's exciting. We're making progress. I already have an extra payment we're going to be making towards this week because I did, like I said, I was pet sitting for Thanksgiving, and I was able to pick up like kind of a side job while I was on that job with another neighbor and like walking her dog. So I'm taking all that extra money and putting it towards this. Like, I don't know, like the car is rooming. I thought I would like slow down, but I decided we're going to hustle this month, get as much as I can paid down off this loan so we can just start off the year, and then things are going to shift a bit, which there will be a video talking about that as well, of kind of how I'm going about next year. So enough rambling, back to the numbers, guys. Car repair loan, I think the next 3, there's not too much progress from last month, but with these, it was more, I just want to be making some type of payment, and then in the new year, we will have like a more set schedule. So $2,375 is what our car repair loan is down to. And then loan number 1 is $1,875. Loan number 2 is $9,325. And then loan number 3 is $9,925. So our loan total for the beginning of December is $36,280.57. So grand total, baby. And this is exciting, guys. I just want to put this over here. I literally, like, I squealed when I did the numbers. So flashback to last month, our grand total was $70,707.42. And I told you guys, I was so excited because just like mentally doing the math of like rough math of at least my minimums, we were going to be under $70,000. And I have chills saying this. I'm so excited. As of December 1st this month, guys, we were at $69,230.65. Like, I have literal goosebumps. Like, the fact that I am under $70,000 of debt. And I know someone's probably like, why are you excited about that? Because we're making progress. And you know what? Like, this is a marathon. This is definitely not a sprint, you know? And I've definitely made some big sacrifices, like selling my car and taking on, you know, I've made sacrifices. I've also had, you know, good things happening with my grandpa gifting me his old car. Oh, stuff jumping off the side. But I've had good things happening with like my grandpa gifting the car, and that way I was able to put all the money I sold my car to towards debt, and kind of just making sacrifices that I have been stuck in cycles, just like spending stupid money on even just food. Like, you might just be like, oh, I'm just gonna buy this here and there, and then at the end of the month you total up, you're like, holy moly. So this month I'm at $69,230.65, like I said. And at the beginning of this journey, which I just started this in August, this was my highest debt total. I was at $75,863.37. So we've hit my first goal. Like, I don't think I ever really said that was my first goal, but it was kind of like mentally my first, like, let's get out of the 70s. And like, same thing with this. The next goal, well, let's get out of the 60s. Then let's get out of the 50s. You know, it's just, I'm taking this literally dollar by dollar, 100 by 100, 500, you know, it's just, we're going to get there. Because, I mean, even with having minimums, like, some of them are bigger, and I do like to bulk up some other, like, payments, especially if something's, like, used to be, like, this payment, for instance, that credit, I pay $86.87 every payment, And I naturally, in the last few months, have just started paying $100 towards it because it just adds a little extra something. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm very excited. We are under $70,000. I can't wait, in $10,000 to be like, we're under $60,000. Like, I just know this next year of my life is going to be amazing. I can feel it. I was just talking to my friend about it earlier. Like, I think too, when you start getting a part of your life in check, it bleeds into the rest of your life, because it's like, okay, I'm making these choices to make better financial decisions, and then it kind of bleeds into everything else. Like, I want to make better health decisions. I just want to be the best possible version of myself. And I know in 2026, that's happening. So it's like these next few weeks, if you have big goals, like, you don't have to start in this moment, but you can start doing things in the next few weeks to, okay, I want to pick up this good habit. Start doing in the next few weeks. I'm going to pick up this a little bit here. I'm going to pick up this a little bit here. That way, in the new year, it's not all these goals that you're like, okay, I don't feel set up for success, So we're going to do it. If you have some big goals, definitely let me know what they are. I'm here if you need an accountability. If you're in debt, if you do your debt totals at the beginning of the month, let me know where you're at if you feel comfortable. But yeah, that is going to be it, guys. Happy day 2 of Vlogmas. I kind of was kicking myself this morning because, like I said, I did not film this yesterday when I could have. And I woke up this morning with a slight headache. And I was like, oh no, I'm like down for the count. I tried to rest a little bit. I had to go to a doctor's appointment. And then I came home and I'm like, okay, I have a few hours before I have to work. So I'm like, here we are. We got the debt totals. That is my debt for December, guys. I can't wait to just keep showing you this journey of getting things paid down. And yeah, I love you guys and I appreciate you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.